Death Stranding as being the first Strand-type game. Truly, it is a game so unique and revolutionary that he had to create an entire new genre of video games. And now that we can finally get our hands on this innovation, we can answer the question that has perplexed us for so long. Just what is a Strand-type game? Well, it's a special type of game where everything about it is a complete piece of shit.
Gonna have to call this one a failure.
Death Stranding is one of the most disappointing video games I have ever played. The gameplay is walking. You put some packages on your back and you walk them from point A to point B. Now, what I think they were going for was to transform walking into gameplay, similar to how Zelda turned climbing into a fun mechanic. Many AAA studios tend to
Why, that was not fun though, is that the joke?
It's a major part of nearly every game, but there was actually this one indie game that focused very much on movement, called Mario. Kojima, of course, being a Japanese man, I doubt he's ever even heard of this obscure gem, which was developed by a Chinese company in the 1980s, I believe. This game, Mario, was actually the first true Strand-type game. That and Phalanx, pretty much all you could do was walk and jump, and it was a hell of a game, although slightly fantastical. The challenge of Death Stranding, of course, is how do you turn realistic walking into exciting gameplay? Well, not like this, because this is fucking horrible. Come on,
okay, dude, he's holding both at the same time, though.
Oh, God. Of course. Oh, no. You get the back. Yep, you're glitching out. And there it is. All right.
Your cargo's taking too much damage.
Sometimes the game says hit the trigger button to balance yourself. Sometimes you just fall over for no reason. Sometimes you shitty muck people grab your leg and you have to hit the square button to shake them off. Sometimes you fall over in a river and lose your packages. Sometimes you fall over in a river and lose your packages, and then the shitty muck people start grabbing at you, but the square button doesn't work, so they drag you 100 yards away from your packages. Sometimes you have to deliver a bomb, and if you fall down or hit a bump too hard, it will blow up and you have to do it all over again.
We brute forced every mechanic, and I've never lost packages in the water like a cucklord.
The obstacles you face in Death Stranding are ones of mild inconvenience, sloppy controls, shallow mechanics, and unrelenting tedium. We got the motorcycle now. Now it starts to get fun. Jupiter's. Get over the ground. Here we go. Now it starts to get fun.
Next rock feels good and clap.
Now the game starts to get fun. I've seen people draw comparisons to QWOP and getting over it, but I feel like this is unfair because in those games, you actually need to do something to win, whereas in Death Stranding, you just do nothing and win anyway. The boss fights. The boss fights are a comedic joke. They do nothing. They have no way of defeating you. The game transforms into the shittiest third-person shooter ever created, and you just unload bullets until the enemy dies eventually. It is non-gameplay. Kojima himself has already responded to critics of Death Stranding by stating, "Americans are great fans of first-person shooters, and Death Stranding is not. My game is too original and artistic for Americans to understand because it is a third-person shooter and nobody would ever play one of those." Where things really get fucked, though, is the climbing. This is just straight up broken. This is like if they built the entire game of Skyrim around the mechanic where you can run your horse up the side of a cliff. Come on, motorcycle, you can make it up. Yeah, come on. Yeah, there we go. Come on. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh. There it is. Come on. Come on. Come on. No. It's the first Strand type game. This is the first Strand type game. This is Strand gameplay. You guys don't understand this. Only I'm smart enough to understand what's happening here. Your main tools to assist you are ladders and ropes, except the thing is, you need to literally carry them on your guy at all times. You also need to carry your guns and ammo on you, along with the packages you need to deliver, and the more you're carrying, the harder it is to walk. So the game wants you to travel as light as possible, but at the same time, it continually punishes you for being ill-equipped. Norman Deacus, let's go take a shower.
Here it comes.
Alright, skip that. Alright, skip. Skip this cutscene. Still in the shower. Skip that one. And boom, go out of the shower. The goal of Death Stranding
That
is
was
to
kind of
build
annoying, though.
structures that assist other players online, and the most satisfying of these to construct are the zip lines, because these allow other players to skip the entire video game of Death Stranding. For a game about connecting, the story is ironically unbound to the gameplay. There are cutscenes at the start, then the game happens, then cutscenes at the end. You could literally swap this out and plug in fucking Earthworm Jim, and the story would be completely
No, that is so not. That did it. I actually agree with most of the criticism. I can't agree with that. It's not true though.
unaffected. What is your reward for delivering these packages through this horrible terrain to bumblefuck nowhere? A big old exposition dump. Congratulations.
Do you remember your own birth?
What?
It's not true.
I remember being inside the womb.
No, you don't, lady. You are a fucking idiot. Shut up.
alone.
Shut up.
I could hear my mother's heart.
Oh my god.
My joy was her joy. Her pain was
That's really interesting, lady. I'm gonna leave you here now on the side of a mountain and walk away. Goodbye. Bye. This game operates under the Kingdom Hearts 3 method of storytelling, where every single thing has to be explained, but still, there is no context for anything that happens. The characters do not stop talking in this game, ever, and damn, do they have some dumbass shit to say, like the character Fragile. Her famous line is that she goes,
Because I'm fragile, but I'm not that fragile.
"Too advanced for my brain,
Dude,
Kojima. I
Kojima
want
is kinda known for his
additional
cringe
shooting
one-liners,
games.
though.
I'm dumb guy."
Honey, you ain't nothing but damaged goods.
You are damaged goods.
Incredible writing, but that shit doesn't even have anything on this part where Norman Reedus makes a reference to the original Strand game.
Great.
XQC 21.
So I'm Mario and you're Princess Peach.
And then the lady goes, "No, I'm not Princess Peach, I'm Princess Beach, because I'm always on a beach the whole time." And then they start running around on the beach laughing. It's almost impossible to believe this is the same guy who brought us the incredibly refined and dynamic gameplay of the Metal Gear Solid series. The actors don't understand Death Stranding. Kojima doesn't understand Death Stranding. So why the fuck should I even bother trying to draw meaning from 40 hours of pointless rambling? I can only hope that this is the last Strand type game, because it is a complete and utter embarrassment. Oh god, they're coming to get me. I'm gonna have to make the jump. I have to do it, come on. Got the truck this time. Now what's good about the truck is if you hit the X button, it'll actually bounce over the large stones.
Okay, dude.
1 out of 5.
Dude, he's just so bad though. Not sprinting, not jumping.
$14 of
Dude,
speedy
don't tell me if Kojima didn't have hype, I wouldn't have played it. Dude, I had never played a fucking Kojima game before. It had nothing to do with it.
That cucklords like him have an opinion. Of course, for him is a bad game. Felix brute forced it at his side and he never lost to a fucking river, you fucking cuck. What a retard. Maybe he wanted a Nintendo trash game pointing to nostalgia. Hey PVC, please watch this juicer.
Okay, what is that? We played it the other day, dude. That's the man from last time, isn't it? Literally the same guy. What, are these sandals? Acoustic dance music. ADM, it says. Is that even a thing? Is that made up? Does it go to my college? You would perform on campus. Actually. PVC Pepe laugh.
XQC played Deltarune, it's the sequel to Undertale. It's short and pretty bugoo.
Metacritic user reviews got worse.
Of XQCL. Watch this video.
Let me see. Let's check it out. Hold up, chat. Jesus.
Watch this.
Is there discussions? User reviews. Holy shit! What is this guy spend so much time doing a review like this? He should get hired. He could have scripted his own fucking game with this fucking essay, dude. Damn, he does it for free too.
Check out this game.
Damn, there's a lot of reviews. I didn't know Metacritic had this many users.
I hope you consider playing Assassin's Creed 2, Shadow of Mordor, and
Yeah, this one is good. Game is boring. Play 60 lots of this game instead of watching the CG. Some language I don't understand. Language I don't understand. Definitely waste of money. Good graphics and odd cinematic, but everything else is boring and stupid over complex. You'll spend more time managing inventory and traverse overly detailed, poorly explained menus that you're actually doing something. Then hold R2 and L2 to watch. That's actually sure. It's a good stream game though. That's the whole point though. It's not the point, but it was a good stream game. Cause I have to do all the dog shit and so I get to watch. And whenever it's pure walking, they can just tab out and watch something else for like 5 minutes until I'm done, and they can watch the comfort of the cutscene without doing a stupid, tedious shit in inventory management. Damn, look at those reviews, dude. Holy shit. Most helpful. All negative. Are we still listening to this shit? Jesus, man. Keep listening to it. Meaningless. They actually all say the same thing. Okay, next.
Hello XQC.
Keep going.
This is a very scary video. Watch this.
Garbage game. Far away from endless quality. You did the same thing over and over again. And the game is just boring as fuck. Story's okay, but definitely not Metal Gear. Nothing happened. The combat mechanics and boss are the worst of the generation. Don't buy this game. I love Metal Gear, but this game is just a joke. So yeah, the number of positive ones skyrocket. Okay. Is that the guy? It's very difficult to find any fun in this game. I play to have a good time, not to have boring evening. Okay. Jesus, dude. Triggered Andes. Chat, we're gonna do Deltarune. Deltarune is very like a more like calming game. Okay, I'm done with this.